What's up everyone, Adam from FWCI Collector's Edition here, and today I will be unboxing and reviewing the Street Fighter Ultra The Final Challengers Jada Toys Deluxe Fei Long. I've been reviewing all of these figures. I do have Blanca and Sagat, but I'm waiting for Vega, and I'm going to review the three of them together. But I got Fei Long as well, so I thought I'd do a review of this one here because I can't wait to get my hands on those nunchucks. Let's talk about them. First of all, this is Jada Toys, so you know the packaging is goddamn amazing. The sleeve that goes over this box has that great artwork there, Fei Long with the backdrop from the video game. And it's also got on the other side just that picture there that looks like Chun-Li, the Chun-Li box. So side by side, they're going to look nice on a shelf. But I really, really like this artwork that they've got on the back there of our boy, Fei Long. Definitely not Bruce Lee for copyright reasons. And we've got a picture of him on the back of this box as well. So let's crack it open. So a quick thing that the Jada Toys... Whoa, look out, there we go. The quick thing that the Jada Toys gang have been doing is giving us these video game accurate backdrops. And these extra editions, ultimate editions, whatever we're calling them, they come with a nice big one. The Chun-Li one was pretty big as well. So I love the fact that if these are in a bigger box, we get a bigger backdrop. Just another great little eye for detail that Jada Toys have for their figures. Alright, not too many zip ties on this, but just so you know, the zip tie that goes around his waist actually goes around into the top layer of plastic. Just so you know what's going on with that. Alright, let's have a quick look at these nunchucks. Man, these look so good. These look amazing. I don't know how much you can see of it there. I don't know how in focus this is, and I can't wait to get my NECA Michelangelo and see how he looks with these nunchucks. But there's a nice long chain on it as well. Real chain. I can't wait to get this going. Alright, so he comes with the cat pose hands that he came with the other one, and the fist that he came with the other figure. But he then also comes with the gripping hands, which they have the up and down hinge on it, which is nice to see. And he also has the open hand now as well. So we get two new sets of hands with this figure and some nunchucks, and we get a new head sculpt. I'm pretty sure this is the new head sculpt. The other one, I think it was just teeth showing and then no teeth showing. But the heads, you know, Jada Toys, Street Fighter heads, they all look pretty goddamn good. I hope that's in focus. I don't think it was, but, you know, you've seen it before. And we got the... his leg, it's his fire. It's fire for his leg and nothing else, okay? So this is the new fire effect, and that's the old one. There is a little bit of a difference to it. The new one is definitely more yellow and more penis looking. So if you're looking for the one that looks more like a penis, it's the one that comes with the ultimate. So Fei Long is a character that, honestly, even when I started collecting these and my Street Fighter knowledge was super limited, I still didn't know a goddamn thing about him. I didn't even know he was ever in the Street Fighter game. When I started seeing his figure, I was like, yeah, I don't remember that guy. And he's a very basic figure. It's just black pants, you know, the kung fu slipper things that he's wearing. Very plain hair, very plain face, but something about this figure absolutely pops. And even with this different color palette on the pants, with this kind of, I don't know if it's purple or gray or like a blue steel kind of color. It really looks different in different light. Even with this very simple design, I think this figure does look amazing and really, really pops on any shelf. I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but I am noticing a slightly different color between the top torso piece and the bottom and the arms. The arms and the bottom seem to be exactly the same, but that piece there looks like it's got a little bit more of a yellow tinge through the color. It's not overly noticeable, and maybe it's something that just happens a lot because I'm wondering if there may be different materials and stuff like that. But it's something that I do keep an eye on. So I'll quickly go over the articulation, but he does have a lot of it. So you've got the ankle joint there, you've got the point, what do you call that? Ankle cut. Here we go. I'm learning. Double jointed pinless legs. You got a thigh cut. I don't think the hips are dropped down, but you've got plenty of action in the midsection, and then you've got a bit of a crunch there in the middle, and obviously the way these ones are set up, I love the way that you can get a good twisting kind of pose with these kind of bodies. So, love all that. The butterfly joints work great on these figures. Whoopsie daisy. Just pulled his hand off by accident. And the neck, I love it as well. Like, we get plenty of movement in that neck, and then you've got the extra movement with the head also. So, love the articulation on the Jada Toys Street Fighter range. So, alright, I had a little bit of a mess around with it, and the chucks are a little bit tricky to pose because, you know, gravity and things like weight and the time-space continuum, things of that nature. Like, because you've got these real chains on there, it does make it a little bit tricky. And it does feel like the nunchucks do sit in this hand here a lot better than they sit in this hand here. And they do fit in both ways. Oh, okay, now it's just staying there. No, you keep wobbling it, well, it comes out really, there you go. It popped out quite easily, and I don't know if that's because the chucks are different or what is going on with it. The wrists are also a little bit loose as well, which, you know, sometimes that happens and it's fine, but it does add a little bit of difficulty when trying to get something going with the nunchucks. So I'm going to have a work on it, and you'll probably see some other photos popping up as I review this here. Yeah, and I'm not sure, does that look like he's ready to fight with his nunchucks, or does it look like he's in the Spice Girls? You tell me. Alright, I'm pretty happy with this pose right here. So that's got the chucks going around the back, and that actually sits pretty good. My advice with doing poses with the chucks, now that I've had another couple of minutes off camera to have a screw around with it, is use every single bit of articulation that is possible to get it in the right pose. Because there were times where I was like, this should be working, but then you realize that, I don't know, I can really move the arms a lot more. I can really crunch the arms a lot more. I think I'm pushing it. Actually, this is up really, really high. If I push that down a bit, that'll give me a bit more leeway. There we fucking go. All right. Operator error. That looks much better. Ah. A fellow chucker, eh? This fits perfectly in Michelangelo's hands. And I'm glad of that, because these NECA nunchucks that they gave the movie Turtles, they ain't working. I'm not a fan. And there we are, Michelangelo and Fei Long, the nunchuck gang, here to chuck nuns all over this house. My only real gripe is the hinged hands that we've got, which is great that we've got them, but it does make the peg feel a little bit shallow, and it does pop out a little bit as you're doing poses and things like that. But, you know, that's a very minor gripe. So here he is doing his fire kick with the different hands. Oh, hang on, let me fix that up a little bit. With the different hands on the body and the different effect, and also the different head as well. So this is what that Fei Long can actually look like. It would have been nice to get a different effect piece with him, but I'm not entirely sure what else he does, to be completely honest. I've only seen the movie a couple of times. But, you know, here he is after Ryu kicked the absolute ever-living shit out of him. Need to bust up his face a little bit more. Maybe that's the next thing we get, busted up faces. This is the new hands on the old Fei Long figure with the black pants. Obviously the complexion and the color of the hands and everything all look absolutely perfect. So here's the Fei Long boys, we're just going to call them twins from now on, hanging out with Blanca and Sagat, Bison and DJ, who's rocking a championship belt, because why not? Guile and Cammy, Chun-Li and Dalsim, Ryu and Ken, and last but certainly not least, Violent and Evil. But does Fei Long pass the Tarantino test? Let's find out.
Tarantino test.
This is the part of the video where I talk about the feet of the action figure, because I think posing the action figure is the most fun, and if you don't have good feet, then you're not going to get good poses. And Jada Toys knock it out the park all the time, especially with Fei Long. He's got some incredibly flat feet. You've got a hole in there if you want to use a stand with it or whatever, which, to be perfectly honest, these Jada Toys go great on stands. That's a DC one right there. Bam! Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. He, actually, since I'm Aussie, let me do the fucking patriotic thing and go ray gun. Yes. Gold medal. He passes the Tarantino test.
Tarantino test.
But I hope you enjoyed this review of the Jada Toys Deluxe Fei Long figure. If you're a big fan of Bryan Cranston, make sure you hit the subscribe button. When we get to 1,000 subscribers, I will be giving away a Psylocke and Thanos 2-pack. So make sure you subscribe and in the comments use hashtag #GiveMePsyLocke to be in the draw. Oh my god, I could have just called him Grey Long this entire thing. He's got grey pants. Alright, I'm gonna leave you with the ballad of Grey Long.
Fei Long was crushed by Ryu. He probably had a concussion, but then he became friends with Ryu. He definitely had a concussion, but how would he